не стримила, но я играла. Я прошла однодневные задания, точнее ежедневные, и прошла как раз таки ярмарку. Сейчас даже вам покажу, чтобы вы понимали, на каком уровне я тут в этой ярмарке. Да, 500 я уже собрала, но мне надо еще собирать. Так что тут еще будут миссии, по идее. А, должна быть миссия одна из... Ну... Ага. Ось, то, что я казала, сбор средств я прошла, и вот это вот я прошла. И тут... нет, еще я не проходила это задание. Стопы. Так, должно же быть доступно. А, здесь 18 часов таки будет доступно. То есть, таки завтра я смогу уже играть. Ну ладно, тогда давайте. Я ж тут не просто так стою возле алхимии. Надо сейчас посмотреть, что не так. 4 задания этих ежедневных я выконаю позже. Хотя ладно, одно из них выконаю сейчас. Чтобы уже не так вот. Так, у нас на время, насколько я поняла. У нас имеется в виду, что мы можем не бежать, ну типа, а просто взять и... и телепорт сделать. Все. У нас на это времени уйдет как раз таки то же самое, что мы отбежали бы туда. То же самое время. Блин, еще Икея мене подводить. Сейчас. Не треба Икею любым способом сейчас типа подлечить. Все, лизу на пофигу. Ага, слаймы. Отлично, отлично, хорошо. Что я вот взяла именно. Так. Вот. В смысле? This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Так, по времени мы немножко не встигаем, походу. О.
Come a little closer.
Freeze. Такс.
You're in for
dodge this.
Windblade.
Такс.
Oh, so sorry.
Так, все. Так. Ну, вроде бы все, да. Так, это мы в Спрингвейле. Так, подождите. Нам, чтобы возвысить Барбару дальше, нам надо собрать эти рыбочки всякие у них. Ну, как, у них и в нас в этом. Где эти рыбочки тут? Я знаю, что где-то тут. Нету, серьезно? Да не, я не верю. Чтобы не было рыбочков, нигде не видно. А ну-ка, о, там сундук. А нет, я вижу рыбочек. Я вижу рыбочек. А тут есть рыбочки. Походу нету рыбочков. Такс. Далее пошли-ка. Ага. О. Нашла рыбочек. Так, сейчас долезем. Так, где я еще можу найти рыбочки? Як вы думаете? А я уже вижу. Не, я так не достану его, я поняла. Блин. Что, еще где-то есть рыбочек? Так, ага. И тут рыбочков нету. А це, если мы, конечно, долезем туда. Так, где еще могут бути рыбочки? Догадываюсь. Такс. Так, где тут рыбочки? Знайшовся один. Ага. И все? Серьезно? На этой стороне я вроде бы все проверила, нету. Теперь можно идти. Сейчас вы узнаете, почему я сюда лезу. Так, ждем, когда восстановится. Все. Я думаю, надо на тот дом. Я вижу уже там где-то рыбочки просветлелись немножечко, так сказать. Ну, я же сказала. И все. Серьезно? А нет. Вижу. Да, тут смотрите. Вроде бы нету. Да, нету. Теперь Манштадт оставься только. Вот в Манштадте их там дофига этого всего. Сейчас я начну выконывать сюжетку. Проходить, точнее. Но без вас сюжетку я далее не буду проходить. То есть у меня есть сейчас 1 час где-то, чтобы постримить. Поэтому сейчас быстро идем, получаем награду за вот это задание и идем в сумерку выконывать задания. Угу. Все. Так. Не-не-не, завдання. Та завдання взять. Оце воно. Ну-ка, що тут у нас? Ага, ми виконували. Виконали. Это еще нет. Так, стопаем. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой, я даже не знаю. Ну, я думаю, что... One second. Угу. Ладно, давайте отправимся. Ці миссии я виконаю сама, в принципе, без вас. Но потом... Да, я понимаю, что потом придется ухта-охта. И возможно, что без вас я виконаю задание в пустыне. Типа, як пока месть хотя бы одно или парочку. Уж простите, но так как есть, я кажу, типа, потому что пройду еще 3 миссии. И я посмотрю. Возможно, я даже еще возьму из дополнительных миссий. Или миссии. Сейчас я подумаю. Ну, сложно сказать, но я посмотрю. А потом вам просто перекажу, если вам так будет интересно, как я прошла, или там еще что-то, типа, то пожалуйста. Угу, нам туда.
Are you Howie?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari said...
What? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the...
Here! This is a letter from Tainari!
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh, seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know...
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exact... Sorry, the Akak...
What? You too? But what about your ability cities for getting information and all.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher. The Akasha doesn't see. All I know is that ever since
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
the Dental Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors.
Aw, but then what?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able... In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia, or... Hey, come on! This is a
Oh. So what do we do now? Even if we want? Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own...
Так, ладно, сейчас. Тут у нас таверна. О, таверна. Давайте мы сзади и скупимся хотя бы. Такс. Ось тут. Ага. Угу. О. Что? Угольная лепешка. Угольная лепешка, я запомнила. Угольная лепешка. Угольная лепешка, ось вона. Ага. Она воскрешает, я понял. На всякий случай надо ж взять хоть щось. Так, рыбка. Сахара нету, походу, у нас. А, нет, есть. А, тут и так 98. Так, ну, вроде бы все. А, нет, мука. Так, и где тут можно приготовить то, что мы хотим? Нигде. А, вот я вижу, что-то есть. Так, а где нам можно приготовить свои... серьезно? О, давайте посмотрим, что тут на втором этаже у нас есть. О, ага. Я поняла. Ну ладно, я тут не вижу нигде, как что приготовить. Так что выходим и идем до Катерины. У меня осталось меньше часа теперь. 57 минут. Так, Катерина, пошли, ты побежала к ней, побежали. А ну-ка, ну-ка.
Ashtra Abyssosque.
Catherine, we need your help.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is all.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood.
Что? Так все сразу и быстро? В смысле?
I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent.
Aww, another dead end. Well,
Please do not worry. I'm in Sumeru. The Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, they take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru. So they naturally. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses.
Corps of 30?
Supposedly, they are named
Так.
Asfand, and if you'd like to get in contact with him, you're welcome. I would.
Так, что там у нас?
Off to the Citadel of Rick.
Цитадели. Наскільки далеко? Ага, нам просто по дорожке вот этой топать. Угу.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
Угу.
I see. So, Catherine's the... Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro.
Wait, serious?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out. It isn't just us, though.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the academia for it. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali. Because of the academia's influence, most citizens, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the academia never announces anything about her.
Really?
Ha! But who knows?
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Asfand.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
Так.
Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad.
Whoa, really? Then
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him. With the wisdom, the man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me.
okay.
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of Oh Archon Seeker. Do you now understand? Along your journey, we were in every flower.
Yeah, thanks for the story.
In a way.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about?
Of course. So did you two? I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now.
Hey, wait! What the heck just... It looks like they're searching for someone. This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord... Let's see if we can...
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress?
Did she have big...
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went... that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him...
Так. А хто до мене проситься? Мне пока не надо помощи в заданиях. Пока месть.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you
can relax now.
Really? Thank you so much. Uh-oh. Looks like there are some coming.
Huh? More of them?
No, wait, my body isn't in the bed. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to.
Alright, let's move out. Stay behind.
То есть...
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so...
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
То есть...
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long.
And if I refuse to go...
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist...
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she'd...
Stay out of this. You don't... Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double...
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go... That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but... And knowing your health, carelessly...
No, you're wrong. I'm aware, and I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm... And every time I bring this up, they just change this... Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for... Because she saved me. Though this is my life and my last chance.
My lady, are you sure what you're doing now is...
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine, I won't ask you to return. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I
Thank you, Dia.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me.
Okay, Dia.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an
I'm fine.
My lady, stop.
I'm sorry for worrying you too.
Sure, after you...
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wanted to try something fancy, but we aren't exactly loaded.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. What do you have against my slime dishes?
Так.
Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people.
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how,
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do I explain this? Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder. That you hate taking... Wow, you really do know Dunyarzad. Is there... What? Not really. Huh? But aren't you a child? Can you make my... Oh. I'm sorry. Then, can you be my...
After that, the voice said, okay. Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, but I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never... Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness.
What's the...
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the lesser... I heard everyone was overjoyed when they woke, but because of the Academia's influence, the Academia actively... Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aw, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared. So I had Nilu sell one of my... I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today and see how things are coming along.
Sure. That's quite the trip, though.
No, that would be too much. Even...
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us.
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Так. Ну. Угу. А ось він. Ось входи. Угу.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad.
Такс.
It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side.
No. Oh.
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends.
So you're followers from another land? Oh, really? Well, that's okay. You're still invited to... By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do.
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the...
Такс. Ну.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, thank the Dendra Archon for Dunyarzad, but the more she gave us, we hired... The stage is going to be even prettier when...
And I can't wait to see you on...
It's our... Nilu, what are you gonna be...
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros, the most important...
Dunyarzad, have you told them the...
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay. Then, according to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally a long, long time ago. Some of the gods got drunk. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful parisaras began to bloom wherever she... Those brilliant purple flowers became her... Of course they did. Although they aren't around anymore, though we're just tiny people...
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey her well. Yeah.
Thinking about the goddess of flower... If my stage were anything like... So, Traveler...
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers...
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey! Come on! There's...
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zero's festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you which stage decorations we've picked out so far. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord Kusanali.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Такс.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes... Did you know that the Sub-Zero's festival is about to happen?
Такс.
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better. I mean...
Такс.
Things are really shaping. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City, and when it comes to music.
Так, ага. С 5 человеком пообщаться уже 4-я.
Dancing as a child. My grandma, the Sub-Zero's festival.
Угу.
In my opinion, Shoots is the best stall in the whole business.
А ну-ка, ну-ка.
Nilu, your outfit looks amazing. Wow, did you sew?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fun... Of course.
А ну-ка, ну-ка.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the traveler.
Whoa! Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to...
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the adventure, but saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty. But take you two, for example. You travel across...
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're...
Yes, and you should keep searching. Sometimes the...
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festival... Oh...
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with the Eremites.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro after all.
There's...
Hey, traveler.
Oh, hey, Dia!
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kus...
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you two somewhere and ask someone. My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's...
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer. Look, Dia.
Listen, I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if... Hiya, Chief.
Ha, Dia. What are you doing here?
I take.
We met this morning after the adventures.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin both. Since you've already mentioned the...
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. But if you ask me, let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge. If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know.
If you're also in...
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you'd best watch your backs. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for the Scarlet King." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are. The Scarlet King's been dead for thousands of...
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wild. Well, Traveler, that's about all the...
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Osfond! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City, let's head to Port Ormos.
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Так. Так, ага. Порт у нас там, у нас не сделано. Я вот эта штука, я поняла. Угу. Угу. Я поняла. А он и точка как раз таки. Давайте ее активируем, чтобы если вдруг что. Тем более нам за это дают 50 опыта. Ага, и 5 этих. Так, а что там по молитве у нас? 0. 5. Ну, можно, в принципе, будет... Я вот и думаю. Возможно, я вот все буду прокачивать, потому что я понимаю, что вот это вот, ну, у меня уже есть от всего. И я на телефоне пока не хочу выбивать себе никого из этих. Типа, у меня только отца девочка есть, и все. Мне бы венти выбыты на телефон. Вот реально. У меня таки тут венти, а на телефоне у меня сяо. Вот еще весь прикол. Но мне венти нужен, потому есть одна миссия, где нужен его ветровой цей поток, чтобы по-быстрому забраться типа наверх. Потому что там по времени, как бы я сама не знаю, но там нужно быстро.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are near...
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking well, given all the people that come through here every day.
Thanks.
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question.
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish... Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good. You see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Ну-ка.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer, especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group?
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after...
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with... They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to...
Wait, did you say $500,000?
I wouldn't worry too much.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is not... So, what's her plan?
Так, попробуем найти тех пустынников.
Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that.
500,000. Ага, ось таверна. Так, нам еще дальше. Ага.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be...
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power.
All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should have...
Так.
Oh, so then what happened next?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see some...
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw... As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted.
So, you...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land. Furthermore, she conspired with the... But mark my words, our god shall return. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation...
Not just yet. This man is a
В
fraud.
смысле? Аль-Хайтам? Кто?
You again? Deranged act...
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that.
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you playing at, trying...
I told you the other day.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly...
Yes, and in no uncertain terms.
I'm warning you.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I am quite confident that if I also... A word...
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 Mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen. Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our... Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions. He went that way! After him!
Такс. Угу.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get... Oh, I advise you... All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something... Since you tore through their scam right in front.
Who exactly are you two? And why a student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong!
She doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we... Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring up...
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells, we'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's...
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for some... Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating it.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites...
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen... This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, they were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will... Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the... Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be... Well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true objective. With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Fine.
Так.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say she's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it's become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges. You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wit. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality.
What? We only just saw...
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise.
Так, и...
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the...
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
В смысле? Ага, одна не...
Did you see anything?
Так, стоп.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. However, some canned knowledge without using elemental sight is...
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password. And here, don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any more left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to...
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now... Okay, then we have a deal.
Looking at what Al wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Так, надо исследовать эти шифры, а потом уже до него идти. Стоп. А, не то. Ага. Где-то здесь. Так, купить несладкие фрукты Гара. Попросить информатора отвезти вас к Дори. Носить цветок скорби. Хотеть купить капсулу знаний. Носить сумерскую розу. Хотеть купить легальные продукты. Мышь клиент. Тихий баллад матра. Товар распродан. Ага. Матра конфисковала товар. Угу. Я поняла. Нам нужно сказать купить несладкие фрукты Гара. И потом носить цветок скорби. Все.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Ой, не зрели или там не сладкие?
What a unique palette. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back.
Ага, мы правильно угадали.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruit.
Got it. You two, please follow me.
Такс.
You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
У мене просто кот зараз під диваном сидить. Я ж комнату закрила, і він зараз бухтить тут возле мене під диваном.
Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our horror fruits were taken by mice.
Ага. Погрызли всю партию.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means...
I'm sorry, but as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that...
Такс. Надо запомнить, потому что реально это сложно вот так вот. Ну просто понимаете, как бы тут, в общем, прикол, надо это або переписать отдельно на бумажку и перед собой держать, чтобы знать, типа. Тигр, упаковка, мыши, порезы, товар распродан. Ага, все, я запомнила. Тигр. Это матра конфисковал товар, именно если тигр, порезы. А мышь, товар распродан. Тигр, ришпалант, матра. Мышь, клиент. Упаковка в стиле города Сумеру. Нужно немного товара. Упаковка в стиле порта Армоса. Нужно много товара. Ага. Ага, я правильно Диди сказала. Не сладкие. Цветок скорби. Носить сумерскую розу. Хотеть купить легальные продукты. Ага. Все, я більш-менш запомнила. А ну-ка.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Что, не так? Опять?
The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Eating something that causes heat stroke sounds horrifying.
Блин.
I'm sorry, but as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a close.
Ладно, еще раз попробуем.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring?
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
В стиле порт.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What?
Так.
Where? I'll hate them so we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of
В
here.
смысле? Нельзя попадаться. Почему нельзя попадаться? Мы же обычные люди.
So let's follow that informant. He ran that way.
Такс.
Look, he's over there.
Такс.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way.
Ага.
Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right. Here, over here. You can stop
Так
running
это
now.
Дори есть. Я думала, что это Емала Кусанаги, типа.
So you were
Стоп,
the one
это
who was
она
calling
Е,
out to us
по-любому.
just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else...
Oh.
Так, все.
Thank you.
Такс. Ну что ж, пожалуй, на этом я буду заканчивать. Так что до встречи, а также подпишись на мой канал и поставь мне лайк. Всем удачи и пока-пока.